Hello friends, we're gonna finish The Legend of Korra Book 3 tonight. I cannot freaking wait, but also I feel like, okay, yeah, I definitely took a big unintentional hiatus in the middle of this season, so that's why I'm like, hang on a second. I feel like the season it flew by in a sense because they have just built up all of this mystery and the intrigue. We finally got answers surrounding Zahir and the Red Lotus and what they actually plan to do for world domination, but I think their larger plans involve Kora and eliminating the cycle of the Avatar to begin with. And in fact, I had to go back and rewatch some of the earlier episodes from the season, and I totally missed the fact that Zahir, immediately after he breaks out of prison, straight up says it's time for the end of the Avatar. Totally forgot about that. I had also blacked out in the moment when they introduced his character and whatnot, and he makes his prison break, so I wasn't even fully necessarily listening or comprehending the threat that was at stake here. Now that we have a larger understanding of his motives, the fact that he's part of this society, the Red Lotus, they're not acting on their own, it would make sense that their final MO, their final goal, is to somehow eradicate not just Kora, but the entire Avatar cycle in general. And y'all, I had this I swear to God, this is going to be my last theory for this season because we're finally going to watch the final 3 episodes, so I can just end my rants here and now. Hopefully, I'm hoping this doesn't bleed into the 4th season, although I have no reason to believe that it would because all of the other seasons have been conclusive. You know, they've been not finite, but they have a start and end. One thing that weirdly came to mind is, yes, they could kill Kora, they could get rid of her, but he would have just straight up told her that, I think. When she was begging him for answers and some clarity, he would have just straight up given it to her, you know? I can't help but think that Zahir and the rest of his Red Lotus companions, their imprisonment, could potentially be foreshadowing for what plans they have devised for Kora. If they're not going to just straight up eliminate her, what's one way that you could just not only take out the current existing Avatar, but prevent the cycle from ever repeating, prevent the reincarnation process in general for a new Avatar to be reborn upon Korra's demise? One weird, morbid way that you could freaking do that is if you imprisoned Kora, similarly to how we saw the Red Lotus members, how we were introduced to all of them. They all had some very creative and unique high stakes maximum security, but what if they devised something similar for Kora? That one way that you could prevent the reincarnation is if you just somehow kept Kora alive forever but took her out of the equation, aka you freeze her or something like that. I don't know. Okay, y'all, I am just so desperate for answers, because if there's one thing that we know about Zahir, he looks to the past. Chaos only continued to reign and get worse. You know, the Fire Nation's grip strengthened when Aang was frozen. Here I am joking that they might potentially want to freeze Kora, but knowing Zahir, there's some weird, sick, morbid, twisted part of his brain that I think would look at that and reference that timeline where Aang was in his little frozen iceberg and be like, yeah, there was no Avatar for a long time and nobody could reincarnate, you know, years. The more I'm thinking about it, Zahir is such a historical fanboy. I wouldn't put it past him to look at that timeline, that 100 years that Aang was frozen, and be like, that's what we're going to try to recreate. We're going to repeat that. Okay. That could be so far-fetched, and I swear now, that's going to be my last rant. That's going to be my final theory before we go in, but I'm going to just release all my inhibitions and see whatever is going to happen and let it happen. Without further freaking ado, let's get the frick in. I cannot wait. Oh my god. Oh, I'm like shaking. I'm gonna cry. Y'all, I was running low energy. I saved this to watch this evening. It's like 10 p.m. and I was like, oof, am I gonna make it through? Yes. I am freaking rallied. Here we go. We're gonna do the final 3 episodes of Book 3. Episode 11, The Ultimatum.
After getting to safety, they met up with Lord Zuko, Tonrock, and Bayfog.
Oh, let's go. That's right. Zuko's in the picture.
Giving them a vital message to deliver to Kora. But will the brothers find her in time?
Oh, yeah, what the frick is going on over here? Okay, smoke billowing from everything. Oh god.
Should we do something? This isn't our battle. Find Kora, deliver message. Yeah, this should be easy. I'm with the Republic City Police, and I need to commandeer this airship to help the Avatar. Let me give it a shot.
Cares.
The Queen's Gold's on the 3rd floor of the palace, second door on the right.
You just gotta know how to talk to him, bro. Now let's steal this airship.
You know how to fly this thing.
No.
Oh, great. I didn't think it was gonna be this chaotic, but yeah, I mean...
Well, our family's down there.
Move over.
Oh my god, that's
Getting them
right!
out.
Their entire long-lost family is there.
I came to get you guys out. This whole block is about to go up in flames.
We can't. Grandma won't go.
Mom, please.
No, it doesn't matter where you go. If you have your family with you, you'll always be at home.
I'm not going.
Fine. You leave me no choice.
Wait. Okay, let's go.
You won't be needing that anymore. I really did not think it was gonna descend into this much chaos, but these people were oppressed for a long freaking time.
I'm not sure where we're gonna take you, but right now we need to find Kora. Her airship went down somewhere in the desert. If we retrace her route back to the base, we should find the wreckage.
Guys, it's the wreckage. I found it.
There are some tracks.
Let's get it, team! We're firing on all cylinders now.
Landing is hard. Now let's split off into teams and scour the town. Wait. Pabu? Pabu!
Now he's kissing it.
Mwah, 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 mwah. I'm never gonna let you go again.
Okay, all right, Naga.
Asami! Kora!
You guys are okay.
Good. You guys aren't dead.
Don't get all mushy on me, Chief.
Oh my gosh. It's Lord Zuko. I can't believe it.
Fangirling,
my
rightfully
brother.
so.
We're just really honored to meet you, sir.
It's a pleasure to meet you as well.
How did you escape?
Zahir let us go.
Why would he do that?
Yeah, what the frick's the
Because
message?
he wanted us to find you.
Zahir is headed to the Northern Air Temple as we speak. He said he's gonna wipe out the new Air Nation and everyone in it, unless you turn yourself over to him.
That's exactly what the frick he criticized the frickin' Fire Lord. What the? Ugh, frick.
He could be bluffing.
He's already taken out the Earth Queen. I don't think he
I don't
bluffs.
think he's bluff.
We need to get to a place that has a strong radio transmitter. The Metal Clan will have one.
Hopefully she can get a hold of Tenzin at the air temple by the time we get to Zaofu.
Oh god, the inevitable Tenzin's Zahir showdown that I've kind of been half rooting for is actually gonna happen, and now I'm gonna frickin' oh
Do you have any
god.
luck getting through to Tenzin?
We have a strong signal, but no one's answering. With the full force of the Metal Clan security backing us, we can take them.
There might be another way to stop him, but Zahir is always meditating into the spirit world. If I could find him there, maybe I could somehow trap him. I have to try.
I'll watch over her as she meditates.
Zahir! Come out!
There you are.
No,
Please
it's
don't hurt me, Kora. I'm just an old man.
Iroh, what are you doing here?
In the spirit world, you always seem to find something you didn't know you were looking for.
we're in good hands now.
There's a maniac on the loose, and he's threatening to destroy the new Air Nation.
Just because you are the Avatar doesn't mean you will have all the answers.
But I'm the only one since Avatar 1 that can't get help from my past lives. Wish I could talk to Aang.
Zuko and Aang were close friends. Their relationship started off a little rocky, but they grew to become lifelong friends. Best friends.
I'm gonna cry,
Thank you.
y'all.
But I'm glad I found you. There's someone I need to talk to. You're leaving.
I'm going back to the Fire Nation. I need to protect my daughter.
I understand. I was wondering if you could help me with something.
I was often Aang's counsel, and I'd love to be yours.
I was wondering if you knew what he might do if he were in my situation.
Rebuilding the Air Nation was Aang's biggest dream. He would be beside himself with joy with what you've done. He might have sacrificed anything to protect it.
So he would give himself up to save the Air Nation?
In times of turmoil, the world needs its avatar the most.
Your uncle was right. It was helpful talking to you.
You spoke with my uncle?
Yes, in the spirit world.
Guys, we got through to the Air Temple.
That was so teenage Zuko coded.
I told you.
Okay,
it's
Milo.
Olin.
Milo, this is your commanding officer. Go get your dad now.
Yes, sir.
I love him.
Come on.
Hello, this is Tenzin.
Tenzin, listen to me carefully. He's coming for the airbenders. You have to get everyone out of there immediately.
Oh, no.
What? Tenzin, what's happening?
It's too late.
No.
He's here.
Oh god. Okay. Showtime. Showdown of the century. Here we go. Oh.
Round everyone up. We need to get to the bison and evacuate immediately.
Okay, I have chills.
We got an emergency.
Frick. Kazan!
It's a here. We have to leave.
No one's going anywhere. She gets it.
Here we go. Okay, any benefit of the doubt I ever gave this frickin' man. God, I have regrets.
It's a pleasure to finally meet a true airbending master. If everyone cooperates, you will all walk out of this situation unharmed.
You're using us as leverage. We'll never let you get to Kora.
Unfortunately, you don't have a choice.
Jinora, get everyone out of here!
Oh god. Oh,
Stay out of
Frank.
our line of sight. Go, go!
Yeah. Siblings of the century, let's go. This isn't gonna end well.
It's too dangerous. We'll never make it to the stables with her up there.
Kai's gonna snap in. Well, I'm getting what I asked for. Yeah, face a real frickin' airbender. You frickin' fake fanboy. Beast mode! Oh god. Come on, y'all can do this. Oh, frick. Ow! Oh! Oh my god, I thought that stabbed her. That was so satisfying. Thank god! Oh my god, I thought she was about to get mega stabbed. Oh, Mary, mother of... Oh. No, we're getting dunked on. We're getting dunked on. Boomy just barely has his skills. Yes, Boomy! Okay, that was valiant.
I see you're having as much fun as I am.
I can't wait any longer. Wait, what are you doing? Whatever I can. Get to the bison! Get out of here!
Kai! Oh god. Yes! No. No.
Kai! No.
Oh my god, is he... Frank, y'all, this is... Yes, Boo! Oh my god.
Boomy,
God,
let
please.
go. We're gonna die if we hang on.
Okay. Ow, ow. Ow. Jeez. No. Frick. God, y'all, I'm already crying. Please don't. Guys, I think this is it.
It's over.
As long as I'm breathing, it's not over.
Y'all. I think Tenz's gonna die. Is that Sky? Oh, thank God. Okay, there's one dub. Okay, get it together.
Yip, yip.
Don't lose hope yet. Yip yip, let's go. Oh my god. Okay, alright, okay. I usually have commentary. Frick, oh my god, that went by so fast. Okay, I usually have commentary. Okay, I gotta get it together. Alright, I think I'm gonna save it for the next one. I need to just keep going. I just need to keep going and I'll save it. I can't stop now. Okay. Okay, let's dry our tears and have some freaking hope. Okay. I mean, yeah, am I freaking on edge right now? Am I freaking nervous that they're gonna send it and kill my favorite freaking character? Yes. And if there's one thing that we learned from season 2, from book 2, they're not afraid to freaking send it to the extremes. So you know what? In all season, I've been saying, listen, I've been rooting for the showdown of the century between Tenzin and Zahir to see him put him in his place. But I've also been saying I feel some bad omens, like somebody's gonna die. They've raised the stakes so much. So, you know, no. Have freaking faith. Enter the void. Great. Okay, episode 12. Oh god.
The airbenders were unable to escape and everyone was taken captive. Now Kora and Team Avatar race to the temple hoping to mount a rescue.
I should have known they weren't gonna kill off Kai just yet. He's got luck on his side.
Crows from the west drop down from the airship on cables. That combustion lady will pick us off one by one. You have a better...
Of course, thinking about Zuko's words of sacrifice.
None of these ideas will work.
Believe me, I understand what's at stake.
Then I think you'll agree. The only plan that will work is for me to give myself up.
What? Kora, no.
I have to do this. The world has been out of balance for far too long. It needs the Air Nation back again. I can't let Zahir destroy it and everyone we love. Help me save the Airbenders. Then you can worry about saving me.
So she's not giving up entirely.
Yes, whatever you need.
She's not admitting total defeat.
I've been waiting for your call. So, do we have a deal? Listen carefully. Here's what I want you to do.
Did you speak to Zahir?
He told me to come to the top of Lahima's peak at noon. Alone. He'll release the Airbenders over to you at the temple.
Zahir doesn't know how many of us there are, so we have the numbers advantage. My metal benders, Tanrak, Lin, and I will get into position below Lahima's peak.
Okay, Sue, lock in.
Earthly tether, empty and become wind. Empty and become wind.
The Airbenders are secure.
Not one day went by in that prison when I didn't think of you.
I knew you'd find a way to get me out. You've shown me what true freedom means.
We'll show the entire world what it means. No more prisons.
Good luck.
Please, everybody make it out of this.
You too.
They're all saying goodbyes. This isn't gonna...
The risk you're taking to save the Air Nation will be remembered for generations.
I would be proud, y'all. I think I'm just gonna be on the verge of tears this whole finale.
Watch out for Zahir. He's not very fond of world leaders.
I can handle him.
Go, freaking team. Okay, my hope has been restored. Get it.
Don't turn yourself over until I get a visual on them.
Yeah, what does Zahir have up his sleeve?
This way.
Alright.
You want the Airbenders or not?
Cooperation? Or is that all part of a trap?
Drop your staff and surrender yourself.
No.
Mako, tell Gazan to let the Airbenders go.
Not until you turn yourself over. Wipe them out.
No, wait.
Stand down.
And don't bother trying to metal bend out of these. They're platinum.
Oh well. No, this is all still part of a trap. Fuck.
Don't turn yourself over.
We had a deal.
Well, frick. Yeah! Okay, still a champ. Come on, team. No. Oh, frick.
Get the Avatar on the airship.
I am sick of her freaking third eye. Yes. Yes. Sue. Oh, frick. Catch! Oh god. Tag team.
Will you just bury them already?
Oh, well, frick.
We have to get back to the airship.
Not gonna happen. The exit's blocked.
I think I know another way out. Bolin, can you get us through that wall?
Yes. Bolin, step up. Oh, frick.
Oh, this is not good. Let's move it, people!
Yes, tunnel. No, no, no.
Say hello to the Earth Queen for me.
No, 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 no. Okay, well, everybody else in the last episode fell off of the cliff and they survived. He'll be okay.
I'm gonna draw her fire. You take her out. Lynn, no!
Not another Lynn sacrifice, y'all.
I love you. Come and get me, you third-eyed freak!
Somebody's gonna die, y'all. Come on. Hey, Rick. Come on, soon. Now's your chance. Yo.
Please.
Yeah, take that. Oh, frick. Well, now he's in rage mode. Yow.
It's over, Zahir. This is your last warning.
Empty and become wind.
Is he gonna fly?
No! Stop!
Guess he doesn't need a ride.
That sucks. Oh, clutch. I knew it, y'all. They're really going deep here, y'all. Secret tunnel. Well, send it.
Incredible.
You're a lava bender. I just found out.
Kai, you're all right.
More or less.
All season he's been trying to metal bend, but really he's a lava bender. Let's go. The time was right. No, don't look. Don't. Okay, that's actually gonna make me cry. No.
Thank you, Captain.
You can call me Kuvira.
Okay, why'd the music get sus? Is she a Red Lotus?
How did you guys make it out of that temple alive?
It was all Bolin. He lava bends.
I knew you had the potential for something big. You just had to believe in yourself.
Did Zahir get away with Kora?
He can fly now.
What? I've heard the legends about Guru Lahima's ability to fly.
So what's our next move?
I have an idea.
Not right now, kid.
And find the airbenders.
That's what I've been trying to tell you!
How did you find them?
After I got blasted out of the sky, I tried to sneak back into the temple to see if I could rescue everyone. That giant lady met up with some people who took the airbenders into the caves. There were 4 more of them. It didn't look familiar.
Must be more Red Lotus members than we thought.
I couldn't fight them all.
Yeah, one of them's planted at the Metal Clan, y'all.
I want to come with you.
No, Kuvira. Stay with the injured. We'll be back for you once we have the Avatar.
I don't trust... Who?
Why didn't you ever tell us you can fly?
Only one other airbender in history had the ability. I am no longer bound to this earth by worldly desires. I have entered the void.
Where's Pli?
She sacrificed her life for our cause.
Wait, they killed her? I thought they just put a friggin... Wait, what? Let's split the crystals.
You killed my father!
I also lost someone I loved today, but your pain will soon be over. Bring the poison.
Huh? Poison? What the frick? Poison? Of all ways to kill. Okay. Poison doesn't necessarily imply death. What? If they wanted to just kill her, there are other ways. Poison has other implications. Poison can, like, I don't know, unlock memories, do things to your brain, cause hallucinations. Like, are they trying to get something out of Korra's past? The archives of her memory, unaware that, you know, all of her past lives, her connection has been severed? I'm still questioning, are they privy to that? Does Zahir know that Unalaq eradicated all of her past lives, all her history and knowledge? But, okay, I'm spitballing because what the frick? Poison's not the... There are so many other side effects that poisons can cause that aren't necessarily... Here I am speaking as if I'm a freaking poison expert. I literally barely made it through chemistry also. What do I know? I actually don't know shiz. This could all be for... I don't know. I didn't actually think that they had killed Pali. I thought they just put a freaking... They man in the iron masked her. I thought they just blocked her third eye. Her, you know, her prefrontal... fire-breathing cortex. Enter the void. Enter the void. Isn't that an Ozzy Osbourne song? Isn't that a Black Sabbath song? This poison could similarly put Kora into like a void or trance. All of this, I just don't believe now anymore that they're trying to necessarily kill her. He would have done it. He had so many freaking opportunities. He has to bring her here. This location specifically. What is the significance of this location? Is there anything, or do they just need some secretive private place where nobody would necessarily find them? This ritual. There were also these weird priest people, Red Lotus, whoever, they have a plant in the Metal Clan. I don't trust this girl. Still mysteries at work, but we're finally gonna get the freaking answer, y'all. The question I've been begging for this entire freaking season. What the frick is the ultimate game plan with Kora? And I was resolved to the fact that, like the rest of the world leaders, they wanted to just eliminate her and break the Avatar cycle. The end of the Avatar. I'm still clinging to that, but why would you use poison? There are so many other ways. Why would you, unless something about the poison, would diminish the spirit of Rava. You know, Zahir is he's in tune with the way things freaking work. He's obviously more freaking spiritually and fanboy in tune. You know, there I was accusing him of being a fanboy. You know, I kind of have to revoke that a little bit. I gotta backtrack because it paid off. All his freaking meditating, he was able to freaking... You know what? I think world domination, Zahir wants to become the Avatar. One idea that maybe crossed my mind is you could perhaps exchange a poison or give one to Kora that could eject the spirit of Rava, you know, out of her soul, cause it to detach again. Then Zahir could absorb the spirit. I think he has more self-serving motivations than he's perhaps coughing up, that he's admitting to. All of this is in the name of, oh, I just want everyone to be free. No, I don't think so. So far, so good. Everyone's unscathed for now, but we have the finale to go. And yeah, my tears just dried from episode 11. So here we go. Venom of the Red Lotus. Venom. Okay, poison and venom, I think, are two different... No, are they the same thing? I don't know. I don't know science. I don't know nature. But maybe they've concocted their own... They've devised their own formula, recipe, I don't know, that they know will somehow put an end to not only Kora, but the reincarnation cycle. I can't freaking...
Will Team Avatar save the Air Nation and Kora before it's too late?
I hope so, y'all. We got one freaking episode left.
When I get out of here, none of you will survive!
You won't get out. Your body will naturally react, forcing you into the Avatar state in an effort to keep you alive. When we dispatch you in the Avatar state, the cycle will end. And though you will never again be reborn, your name will echo throughout history. The last Avatar.
I forgot that if she gets taken out in the Avatar... Oh my god, Janora, yes! I forgot that if she gets taken out in the Avatar state...
Don't worry, we'll find a way out soon.
Administer the poison.
We haven't seen her go into the Avatar state necessarily, have we? Since she lost her connection. The Avatar state's not the same, so maybe that's a blessing in disguise.
As soon as she's in the Avatar state, take her out.
Why isn't she staying in the Avatar state?
Give it time. It's working. I told you.
Fight it!
The world doesn't need you anymore.
Hello.
The time of the Avatar is over, Kora.
You're too weak to resist. There's no use fighting. Let's go.
Oh my god, she looks so...
Sir, please, could we just have some water?
Come on, team. Y'all have been training for this?
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Yes.
Oh, honey, I'm so glad you're safe.
Me too.
Full squad, let's go.
You're alive! I can't believe it! Just because I was blown out of the sky and fell hundreds of feet down a cliff, don't you know it takes more than that to get rid of me?
You guys get everyone out of here. I'll search for Kora.
I know exactly where she's being held.
Is there an antidote, though? Frick. Oh, shit.
Destroy the Avatar.
She's fighting. She's fighting. Oh my god, taste your own freaking medicine. Frick yes. Oh, go ham. Y'all pissed her off. She's doing just fine. Oh my god. Yes. Oh, but she's still in the Avatar state. Don't die. I really think she's doing fine. Lava bend him! Give him a taste of his own medicine.
So that's how you got out of the temple.
Stay alive. Stay alive. This is giving me Aang versus Ozai vibes, y'all. They're just flying around, parkour everywhere, floating on the rocks. Smart.
You can't fight me and the poison.
I can fly up on my bison to help her. We have to do something!
He's unlocked powers of airbending that haven't existed for thousands of years.
There haven't been this many airbenders in one place for a long time either. We have power together.
Shinora, step up! She's always coming in clutch to save Korra's back when she needs it. Well, frick. Yes, team!
You have no water. It's over.
Well. Great. She kind of looks like Doc Ock. That was brilliant! Oh my god, genius! Oh my god. Why didn't we think of that forever ago? Yes.
If I'm going down today, you're coming with me!
Oh. Whoa. Ow. Like, how are her ankles not broken? Yow.
The Avatar cycle will be over momentarily.
Frick. Oh. Let's get it. Yes. Team, let's freaking go. Now, what's the serum? Is there an antidote? How can they snap her out of it?
Kora, it's me, Dad. Please hang on.
No.
What are you laughing about?
You're too late. The Red Lotus has won.
The poison is metallic.
Bend that out of her! Yes! Clutch. Now get that away.
You're alive.
I'm here for you. I'm never gonna let you go.
No! You don't understand.
Take
the revolution has already begun. Of all. Whoa.
You see what I did there? I put a sock in it. Literally.
Classic Bolin. All fixed up for a formal Avatar appearance. Take a look.
It's great.
You know, nobody expects you to bounce back right away. You need time to heal. But let's just try to enjoy this today. For Jinora.
She's getting her tattoos.
Okay. Let's go.
Oh my god, this is epic.
Today we welcome the first airbending master in a generation. When the Avatar's life hung in the balance, Jinora never gave up hope. I see a very bright future for the Air Nation. Of course, there would be no Air Nation without Avatar Kora, and she was even willing to lay down her own life in order to protect ours. But we can follow her example of service and sacrifice. The Air Nation will reclaim its nomadic roots and roam the earth. We will serve people of all nations to restore balance and peace. I vow that we will do everything in our power to follow in your footsteps and bring harmony to the world. Now, let us anoint the master who will help lead us in our new path.
Yes, I can see it. This is gonna make me cry, y'all. She looks amazing. That's it? That's how it ends? That it ends though on that shot of Kora? It ends with whoa. What? It ends and she's beat the frick up. She just can't win, y'all. Her former opponents, Amon, Vatu, Unalak. It's like, yeah, when you put it that way, freaking everybody has been out to get Kora. And it is actually very interesting because when you think about, you know, Aang, yes, he had a lot of adversaries, Zuko being a main one, but the overarching nemesis, the looming threat was always Ozai. That was always the bigger fish. Enemy number one, you know, at the end of the day, he was endgame. Whereas Kora has had so many endgame level foes who pose equally similar threats, equal desire for world domination, you know, taking out Kora, just all after their own ultimate power. Okay, you could argue, yeah, that wasn't necessarily what Zahir wanted, but in some way, shape, or form, I think he too was seeking power, disrupting the way of things. Who gave him the right, you know? So Kora has had to face every season, every book, a new foe that I would argue they continue to, I don't know how they keep doing it. They step up the stakes every single time. Like, yeah, if you look in hindsight, is Amon anywhere near as great of a threat as Unalak was or Zahir? Maybe not in the scheme of things, but at the time when you're watching book 1, it feels like life-altering Armageddon when Amon takes over Republic City. With book 2, when Unalaq is able to destroy all the other spirits of all the avatars of old, of all Korra's past lives, that feels life-altering, end of the world. Like, that feels as high stakes as it can possibly get. And same here for this season. The whole balance of the world is at stake, and obviously they already, Zahir's right. Things were already in action and mobilized. That now is more cleanup that has to happen, I guess, in season 4. But it's clear now it's all kind of taken a toll on Korra very visibly here. Usually whenever she's been able to defeat a major foe, she takes that as like a dub. Like, she is able to look at her growth and her own strength. Book 2 is all about recognizing her own identity and her own power, regardless of the Avatar state or all of her past lives, supplementing that. She grew to a place where she no longer felt the need to rely on that, and she saw her own self-worth. Yeah, she had to go through absolute shiz to get there, and did they send it down the ultimate path by deleting all of her past lives so that she only has herself? Yes, and it's actually very interesting. I didn't look at it this way. Avatar 1, as they pointed out, he also had nobody to tap into. He had to set the tone and do what he thinks is right, but granted, I guess, yeah, that adds a whole new level of kind of just a whole other added dimension of responsibility. And here, all of this final speech from Tenzin, thank God he freaking lived, y'all. I really thought they were gonna kill him off. His whole final speech here is very much, praising Korra and her legacy, and it's very clear she was still beat up. Like, all of this is to say, every other battle that she has walked away from, she comes out stronger. This is the first time, I feel like, where she's emotionally defeated in a sense. Yeah, she got freaking whipped around. She got absolutely tossed whilst in the Avatar state. She took quite a lot of hits, but I feel like the biggest one is mental. But we don't hear from her. She's gone mute. She doesn't freaking say anything here necessarily in the end, other than a few words with Asami, exchanges with her, which also new besties. Yes, their relationship really developed this season, and I'm glad that they're friends now and not just foes bickering over, their shared crush on Mako and whatnot. That's obviously, I think, a figment of the past, so I'm glad that Korra and Asami's friendship developed more here. But beyond a few words exchanged with her, we don't hear from Korra here. What's next for her game plan? And it has been interesting because the theme, I think, of this season is reconciling, yes, with the fact that she no longer can tap into. She says herself she's desperate. She wishes she could talk to Aang. She no longer has her past lives to seek knowledge from, to seek counsel. And a huge theme of this season, I think, has been look to the alternative. Tenzin, Zuko, as we learn, people who were close to Aang, other people who have learned from Aang and have lessons and knowledge that they can bestow on Korra. She's had to grasp elsewhere for other teachers in other places. All these other mentors in her life are not the replacement necessarily, but they are now equally not responsible for molding her, but filling the void, speaking of void, for the loss of her past lives. They're stepping in to kind of fill that role to their best of their abilities, but they all still were close with Aang. So by transitive property, some of his knowledge will still trickle down to her, as we saw with Zuko, counseling her on what he believes Aang would have done in a situation like this, aka make the ultimate sacrifice. Although we saw her, she is still able to tap into the Avatar state, but in spite of that, perhaps she's feeling more alone than ever now that she has really reconciled with the fact that she can no longer access her past lives. I think she's finally accepted that and accepted the weight on her shoulders of this is a clean slate in this cycle, and Tenzin's out here talking about her legacy. I think all of that is kind of dawning on her, and she's still so freaking young. I guess all of this is to say she's so emotionally down right now, but I think she's realized through this, she took a walk through her past essentially as the poison kicked in, but she came face to face with every enemy that she's had to overcome so far. But I think it's all kind of sinking in at once that everybody's been out to get her. Will she ever not have a target on her back? Zahir, I think he was kind of just like, not the nail in the coffin necessarily, not the right word for it, but the straw that broke the camel's back. So I think, in fairness, she's just tired. She is just beat down. She didn't necessarily have too big of an arc per se in this season beyond the final episodes here, the recognition of what would Aang do? I no longer necessarily have him by my side, you know, learning to seek guidance elsewhere and having to ultimately just make the decision on her own, of course. Beyond that, I wouldn't say she had an arc that was, I think, anywhere near the level of character development we saw for her in book 2, which I think was massive. I think the whole season. I'm still really passionate about book 2. I think it's not a lot of people's favorite. And obviously this season, like, I think was on another level, and the threat of Zahir and the mystery, the conflict at hand, everything about it, I was very much into as well. But for book 2, I'm really attached to that for some reason, because we did see Kora undergo such a massive transformation. She kind of started the season, sure, maybe a little bit insufferable with how, you know, overly confident she was, but we learned that it's a facade and that she doesn't necessarily recognize her own individual worth as the Avatar and, you know, trust herself, and she's kind of tapping into the Avatar state a little too willy-nilly and not necessarily like appreciating what that means. And she undergoes this massive arc, this huge transformation, so much growth to come into her own identity. And so she was coming into this season, in spite of the massive hit, the deep cut of losing all of her past lives, I still think she came into this season with all of that newfound confidence and strength that she, you know, gained. Now all of that, I feel like in this final shot, it's kind of heartbreaking because it's eradicated. You know, it's actually really tragic thinking about this finale juxtaposed with book 2, in which she is like in her final form and she is announcing to the world, yes, I've made this decision, but with all the confidence, you know, embracing it, owning it, leaving the portals open and accepting we are entering a new age. And there's this air of hope and optimism there, and she's ready to freaking tackle anything. To go from that finale to this is like heart-wrenching. There's seemingly no hope here for her. You know, it's interesting, as I was saying earlier, every season they somehow are able to create a conflict in which everything feels hopeless and then somehow restore it just when you think, how the frick is this gonna end? But for Kora here, this doesn't feel resolved. It doesn't feel restored. Something's broken. I think she's just a little bit tapped out. But y'all, I'm just so freaking glad. I was getting so nervous. I really thought I was gonna be going to cry myself to sleep tonight. I thought they were gonna take out Tenzin, Bumi, and Kaya all in one. I was like, please no. Thank gosh they didn't. But another huge, amazing, freaking not redeeming. This whole season didn't need redemption in any way, shape, or form. It was so good start to finish, and I loved the introduction of Zahir, to the mystery, to learning about the Red Lotus. So I see why everyone has hyped up book 3. Of course, the inclusions of Zuko and whatnot. Iroh here again. I didn't think we were going to be seeing him again, but lots of good blasts from the past and reminders, as again, that there are still mentors in Korra's life that she can access to help fill the void, the loss of her past lives. But another huge theme of this season that just made me so emotional that I loved, of course, is the rebirth of the Air Nation. And of course, it was tragic here to see what, you know, the demolition. I feel hopeful, you know, they're coming out of that stronger. As Jinora was saying, she said it perfectly, like, we are stronger than we've been for generations. Let's freaking tap in, lock in. And it's interesting, Tenzin here has had a shift as well. You know, I think in a perfect world he would have wanted to keep all of the airbenders, you know, sheltered, you know, over at the Northern Air Temple, but that they've kind of been robbed of that option. In a perfect world, I think he would have wanted to just stay there forever and meditate and learn about their history and brush up on all that good stuff, all the lore and stuff that was putting everybody to sleep during his lessons earlier in the season. But I think now he's accepted the best way we can learn and serve and grow and just strengthen as a, you know, still fledgling nation is boots on the ground. You know, we are going to step in here, step up to help Kora. There's still a lot to look forward to here in book 4, but now my biggest curiosity is, where does this put Kora? I'm just glad nobody died. I really thought somebody was going to. I kind of can't believe we made it out, everybody unscathed. I think I'm gonna end it here. Thank you guys so much for watching book 3 with me. I'm so excited for where this is gonna go. So I think we are gonna pick things back up with book 4 in January because I don't want to necessarily just start it and then do what I did with this one and take like a 3-month hiatus accidentally. I want to be able to just keep going this time, so I will see you guys in 2025 where we will finish out this show. I kind of don't want it to be over. It's really freaking good, and like I said, I don't even know if I had to pick a favorite season right now. I don't know if I'd be able to pick. This show is consecutively awesome in my opinion. I don't even know what my favorite would be, so I just don't want it to be over. I'm trying to just savor that, so maybe that's why I've had like not mental blockage per se, but I take these unintentional hiatuses. All these unintentional breaks I think could speak to the fact that in my brain I just don't want the show to be over. I'm trying to draw it out as long as I can because it's so consecutively, just consistently good, but we will cross that bridge when we get there. Until then, I really hope you guys are doing so well as always. Shout out to my Kora friends. You guys are awesome and always bring the best energy here, so thank you so much for being here, and I will see you guys again very, very soon. Bye guys.